By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I now congregate this assembly of the University of Cape Town.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite a member of the Student Representative Council to read the university dedication.
Greetings, everyone. I am Olorem Dagya, the Labor and Student Services Coordinator of the SRC, and I will be reading the dedication. At this time of celebration, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thoughts and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and research, to educate for life, and to address the challenges of our society. We undertake to advance these ideals in a spirit of freedom and responsibility and through consultation and debate. We celebrate our founders, benefactors, and predecessors, those who have built the fabric and nourished the values of UCT. To those of you who graduate today, we wish courage, wisdom, and purpose. To those who will leave the university to learn and work elsewhere, may you be sustained by those values which unite us here today and advance them in the world beyond. A love of truth and of learning, and of this, our university. And from the SRC, congratulations. Clack it.
Thank you, and please be seated. So, good morning, graduands, families, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests. As we begin, I would just like to acknowledge Michelle de Brain, who will be our sign language interpreter for today. So welcome to this first session of the autumn graduation, where we will celebrate the graduation of more than 6,000 students. Today we gather to celebrate the achievements of students from the Faculty of Commerce as we confer qualifications for the Bachelor of Business Science, the Bachelor of Business Science in Actuarial Science, the Bachelor of Commerce in Actuarial Science, and postgraduate diploma in development finance. So graduation is one of the most meaningful moments in the life of a university. It marks the culmination of years of study, commitment, and resilience. It is also a celebration shared with those who walk the journey alongside you. So to the parents, guardians, families, and friends who are here today, and all of those that are joining us online, thank you for your encouragement, thank you for your sacrifices and your belief in our graduands. Your support has played a vital role in making this achievement possible. To all the members of staff of the Faculty of Commerce, some of you are joining us on the stage today, thank you for your dedication to teaching, to mentoring, to supporting, and to the guiding of our students. Your work helps shape graduates who are prepared to lead and contribute in meaningful ways. To our graduands, today belongs to you. I say that again, today belongs to you. Each qualification represents years of effort, learning, and determination. Along the way, you have developed analytical skills, you've developed discipline, as well as the ability to think critically about complex challenges. These qualities that you have developed here at the University of Cape Town will serve you well in the years ahead. So before we begin the formal conferral of degrees and diplomas, we will mark this occasion with a musical performance by students from the South African College of Music. Their music is a reminder that graduation is not only a formal academic moment, but it's also a celebration of achievement and possibility. So we are now delighted to welcome baritone Sandile Zita and pianist Marlene Vlok to perform for us today. And they will perform If I Were a Rich Man, which might be symbolic of the Commerce faculty. I'm not sure how this was chosen, but they will perform If I Were a Rich Man from the musical Fiddler on the Roof.
By the dozen, right in the middle of the town, a fountain roof with rough wooden floors below. There will be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd feel my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack, 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 will land like a trumpet in the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, a ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-dum, all day long I'll pity-pity-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. A ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-dum. If I were a pity-pity rich, die-di-da-di-da-di-da-da man, I see my wife, my gold, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and striding like a peacock. Oi, what a happy mood she's in! Screaming at the servants day and night. most important man in town will come and follow me. They will ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Retevye, pardon me, Retevye, posing problems like Tulkoza Rabazai. Bye-bye, 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 bye. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I left the time that I like to sit in the eyes and pray, and maybe ever sit by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men, 7 hours every day. That will be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-dum, all day long I'll pity-pity-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decree I should be what I am. What is for the vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
Ah, yes. Sandile brings a little bit of something special to his performance, doesn't he? So the vibrant South African College of Music at UCT is considered one of the leading music schools in South Africa, offering a diverse range of genres of music from African and world music, classical, jazz, music technology, and opera. So Sandile is in his 4th year of a Bachelor of Music, studying under Associate Professor Patrick Tokolo. Marlene completed her postgraduate diploma in piano performance at UCT under Dr. Estia Kruger in 2024. So please give a round of applause to Sandile and Marlene. The procession today was led by Marimba Jam. Marimba Jam is an award-winning social enterprise that both performs and teaches African marimbas in Cape Town, Johannesburg, and most recently in Durban. The company originally sprung from an outreach initiative created in 2012 to share the joy of playing marimbas with learners from under-resourced schools. Now Marimba Jam is a thriving company that performs at a wide range of events, while their NPO branch reaches out to vulnerable communities. So please give Marimba Jam a round of applause.
integrity for facts. Be completely firm in loyalty and integrity. City, congratulations to you heroes and heroines. Bone bazali, sihlobo, nezalamane, makhasi bemfundo yabo. City namhlanje, hlekani kuvela nalogqibela, ngoba kaloku le ntwana usathana idanile. Dit is een groot dag voor ons. Wees geluk allemaal. Ugansan University namhlanje, yolonto sisithi isombulukile namba. Kuni bampondo sihlanjiwe, sithi umkhulu umsebenzeli uqakathileyo. We salute you, we honor you. Sithi phambili ngemfundo phambili. Phambili ngemfundo phambili.
Ah, what an amazing way to celebrate our graduates. An Mbongi is a composer and an orator of poems of praise. Mbongi offer critical commentary and narrative on the state of society through their Izibongo. The poem of praise, an Mbongo, was offered in honor of the graduates, their families, and the teachers. The praise poet for today's ceremony was Naliswa Sampi. Naliswa Sampi, also known as Nelly K, depicts herself as a vocalist, a poet, a dancer, drummer, percussionist with different African traditional musical instruments, and a composer who defines her stage performance with her huge presence and her unique voice. This dynamic songstress brings new meaning to Afro-pop, Afro-jazz, gospel, and African traditional music. She is a music education graduate from UCT, currently teaching at one of the schools in Cape Town. So, Naliswa, thank you very much for your wonderful poem of praise. Vice-Chancellor.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I admit to the degrees specified and grant the diplomas and certificates specified to the candidates recorded as in absentia.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure to present to you, for the Bachelor of Business Science, Sarah Abrams.
I shall now grant the diplomas and certificates and admit to the degrees specified the candidates presented to me.
Joshua Adams. Angelo Alua Adikete Ajoyigbe. Christina Akaso Adraku. Ibrahim Ahmed. With distinction in financial reporting, Ijaz Ajuhar. Ethan Luke Ali's. With With distinction in marketing, Rachel Archer. Megan Diane Armitage. Hannah Gillian Frances Ballard. Danielle Balim. Bilkis Basadin. Kelly Heather Beaver. Olivia Ruth Carter Bendingham. Azra Behadin. Francesca Ann Burr. Jack Oliver Bell. Nicolaus Tat Behrens. With distinction in finance, Matthew Thomas Bester. Christopher Michael Blichnart. Kayla Robin Borain. Matthew Anthony Butting. Aidan Davis Brand. Tiago João Brasil. Francois Cilliers Breitenbach. Sean Carolyn Mary Kane. Bruce Connor Campbell. Claire Maria Campbell. Alexandra Teresa Carter Johnson. With distinction in finance, Joshua Gabriel Chapman. Dominique Chetty. Saul Chepwayambakoma. Georgina Francis Church. Imran John Kavadia. Julia Elizabeth Cotterill. With distinction in corporate governance, finance, financial reporting, management, accounting, and taxation, and the degree with distinction, Erin Cool. I love the generosity of our students. With distinction in industrial and organizational psychology, Neve Stella Cracker. With distinction in computer science and the degree with distinction, Nicholas Francis Peter Maria Christadou. Melissa Daly. Jessica Lee Dalrymple. Miguel Damon. Mandy Kudza Marion Chidza Dangwa. Hannah Marion Daniels. Jordan Mark Dare. Mikhail Dasut. Michael Alano de Gouvier. Luca Luciano De Leo. Roberto Delise. Abilio George Demetrio. Philip Andrew de Nobrega. Nando Mark Desai. With distinction in industrial and organizational psychology, Shivani Dharmalingam. Amy Dooling. Emma Duffield. Jethro Xavier Dowie Dunn. Dejamila Estelle Duplessis. Christopher Gordon Eason. Hadia Mariam Ibrahim. With distinction in computer science, Andrew Richard Erasmus. Kyle Dominic Fagan. Mohammed Isra Faker. Mitchell Liam Flanagan. With distinction in financial reporting, Danielle Nicole Fortain. Ewan Charles Fraser. Sasha Vincent Freer. Sumaya Khaydin. Dominic Charles Geert. Tia Isabella Gekes. Noreen Good. With distinction in finance, Hilton James Giles. Caleb Dylan Gill. Navenia Gowden. Lulama Situbile Gumedi. Njabula Gumedi. Samuel Paul Hansen. Isabella Hayes. Ryan Ellie Hindler. Iman Higgins. Saskia Hill. Emma Natasha Hillary. Sarah Lee Hillier. Isabella Denise Hislop. Lucas John Nisdo. With distinction in finance, Xuan Yi Ho. Kotha Hussain. Dylan George Howard. Dylan Reese James. Mohammed Jawadin. Bashir Jawadin. Rehan Juma. Johannes Petrus Jordan. Samuel David Kahanovitz. Aluta Aneka Kaunda. Zain Teto Dati Ketsokile. Tabang Timothy Kelebeng. With distinction in finance and the degree with distinction, Isabella May Koch. Selaelo Arnold Gafela. Mohammed Fazel Khalil. Muz Khan. Siposisiwe Siposamangtogwa Kumalo. Riley Anthony William Kirby. Josh Shan Cuff. Thomas Andrew Kraus. With distinction in finance, financial reporting, and taxation, and the degree with distinction, Ilyas Keen. Mridula Kumar. Sipiwo Kuneni. Luatile Losika Moela Lebala. With distinction in finance and the degree with distinction, Joshua Marcel Louis Enright. Stefan Liebenberg. Declan Nathan Linscott. Zhangpeng Philip Liu. With distinction in finance and taxation and the degree with distinction, Christian Matthew Lowe. Kieran James Lowe. Mohammed Zaid Lowe. Mamelo Machane. Stuart Donald Ross Mackey. With distinction in financial reporting and finance, Jack Victor Noel Mackenzie. William John McRobert. Tato Eseza Magadatisa. With distinction in financial reporting and finance, Matthew Ryan Maggot. Jared Mains. Congratulations. Tandowetu Makaza. Malibongwe Sibonga Konke Makonza. Rutendo Makonisi. Malatse Karabo Bridgehead Malope. Singita Petra Maluleke. Nathan Kamuta Mangenge. Kamogelo Matolo. With distinction in finance, James Jeffrey Matthews. Nicholas Mo Matopoulos. Liana Mjeni. Kyle Robert McCoy. Fana Bonga Medinsi. Lorato Faith Mitsing. With distinction in finance, Hannah Mayer. Mashluri Credo Mshlanga. Jasek Adam Michaluk. Lichle Mjaku. Avuye Makalipi. Sri Reletso Nelson Makoba. Mateo Makabudi. With distinction in financial reporting, Chiama Modisa. Afshin Mohammed. Rory Sang Mandy Makwena. Lolwami Lesejo Mokokosi. Letongonolo Motiwa Chae. Tara Mudley. Lemise Mula. Jaden Daniel Moore. Sepang Matupi. Yastika Motilal. Azhar Malza. Sandisiwe Mekateko Mitinsilana. With distinction in finance and financial reporting, Riva Vahalela Judith Mukwedi. Martin Jude Muller. With distinction in finance and the degree with distinction, Daniel Itana Mulugeta. Ashley Nicole Merning. Zinhle Pumla Mayeni. Tiana Karushni Naika. Anjali Sheila Naidu. Nesen Subramani Naidu. Rutendo Ayanda Nicole Ndluni. With distinction in marketing, Langalichle Rapafadzo Nduku. Waitomelo Ngwenya. Lutendo Meninhle Nhlapo. Tandiswa Njokweni. Swanelo Paluetu Nkalanga. With distinction in finance, Lilita Azizipo Nkulu. Khomotso Kathleen Nonyane. Abrans Lemton Shalai. Andisa Unati Ngumalo. Karen Rumbidzai Pashla. With distinction in corporate governance, finance, financial reporting, management accounting, and taxation, and the degree with distinction, Stefanos Panayotidis. Emma Rose Pennington. Michaela Nicole Petersa. Anastasia Gabriella Peterson. William Phillips. Taunga Stephen Perry. Robert George Pickard. Tashin Pillay. Roxanne Una Porter. Alaika Premchand. Joshua David Preston. Benjamin McGregor Pringle. Amy Sophia Reichman. Yashvir Ramklas. With distinction in finance, Adesh Umang Ramlal. Sayuri Tashmil Reddy. Thafir Ibrahim Regani. Shay Gerald James Riley. Carla Reinecker. Liam Adam Renzen. Jonathan Nigel Guy Roche. Jordan Ruitt. Michael Alexander Ross. William Dallas Ross. With distinction in finance, Judd Dylan Rothbart.
Hilton Travis Royden Turner. With distinction in economics and the degree with distinction, Julia Rubin. Raphael Gideon Rubin. With distinction in financial reporting, Jenna Raycliffe. Lukman Saib. Hannah Abby Sass. Ryan Benjamin Shapiro. Daniel Jacob Schiff. Matthew Joshua Shrieff. With distinction in marketing, Krisa Neoma Liberty Semelink. Maxine Chietza Senderai. Bokamoso Comfortella Senong. With distinction in finance, financial reporting, management accounting, and taxation, and the degree with distinction, Peter James Sefton Poltney. Robin Ann Shearer. Matthew Ethan Scher. James Henry Sheridan. Elijah Max Sherman. with distinction in corporate governance, finance, financial reporting, management accounting, and taxation, and the degree with distinction, Xuan Yu Shi. Christine Simangaliso Sibanda. Andile Sikaka. Chad Silva. Mudathir Solomon. Shriya Suklau. Stephanie Terry Spies. Matthew Walter Stephenson. Rafaela Saira Stevenson. Laura Francesca Stipnovich. Tamika Kia Surajpal. With distinction in finance, Ebenezer Ethan Tedesi. Shiwe Siegfried Wachakari Tarumbwa. James Hamilton Terrell. Nicole Erin Thomas. Guguletu Bongakile Tusi. Muletsi Karabo Tigeri. Luke Dundas Tillum. Lebone Moloko Tlu. Zakaria Zakele Tofi. Ethan James Topat. Courtney Rose Tawil. Tandawetu Toyo. Joseph Valken. Tariq Valley. Emma Lily van der Berg. Matthew Martin van Eck. Storm Janice Vienstra. Dominique Michelle Vertolotti. Queen Maite Vilikazi. Kendra Fulyun. Thomas Johannes Voss. With distinction in finance, Cole Wasserman. James Douglas Wattam. With distinction in corporate governance, finance, financial reporting, management accounting, and taxation, and the degree with distinction, David Graham Weber. Seki Weng. With distinction in computer science and the degree with distinction, Alexander James White. Gregory Peter Whitehouse. Caleb Dane Whitson. Kerry Lynn White. Caitlin Mia Willis. Nicholas John Wise. Tsewa Shu. Rong Yu Zhang. Okuhle Zweni. For the degree of Bachelor of Business Science in Actuarial Science with distinction in Statistics and the degree with distinction, Ziad Bandika. Matthew Gavin Bolton. Mikil Bairu. Luca Harrison Heffer. Michael Andre Creel. Tapiwa God Knows Mwabvera. Lungisani Bekokushlim Kunu. With distinction in Statistics, Alison Louise Menkis. Fanelisibonge Mkwanazi. Sekon Kabiti. Nicholas Oliver James Phipps. Brittany Leanna Quickfall. Caden Vernon Vessels. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Actuarial Science with distinction in Finance, Kiara Brink. Jesse Ryan Brodkin. With distinction in Finance, Kavash Chowdhury. Dylan Grant Cox. Jason Frederick de Villiers. Simone Ephraim. Tamim Hamza. Luke Adrian Goddard. Joshua Daniel Hendricks. With distinction in statistics and the degree with distinction, Philip Martin Herbst. Yishuan Mia Wang. Greg Ryan Hutchison. With distinction in finance, Rahul Sumant Jeria. Daniel Benjamin Joseph. Dokozo Kabini. With distinction in statistics and the degree with distinction, Micheline Rufalo Kamanga. Liam Joshua Killian. With distinction in finance, Robert Bruce Kutsia. Keegan George Lawrence. Sandisiwe Lunga. With distinction in finance, Sipho Bruce Jr. Makubelo. Mpumelelo Themba Nkunu. Piukushle Vuyulwetum Konta. With distinction in statistics and the degree with distinction, Akona Mafokeng. Kulani Mduduzi Moloi. With distinction in statistics, Kiran Nadaraja Mudli. Carissa Moodley. Katleho Motebe. With distinction in statistics, Kwetsimani Vutlarim Teto. Karina Peniambeko Duagwana Nampala. With distinction in finance, Asanda Kulekani Ngobo. Braden Pillay. Surav Ramlugan. Kamal Zev Ramnath. With distinction in statistics and the degree with distinction, Nobuhle Bususiwe Sipanyoni. With distinction in statistics and the degree with distinction, Zuhair Kamis Abdallah Suleiman. Patrick Ndechumia Tesha. Molechi Lehumo Tladi. Zishuan Zhang. For the postgraduate diploma in development finance, Zulfa Albertine Blanchard. Badrunishan Rabia Bowles. Letukutula Blessing Sihluku Boleni. With distinction, Adam Tadewanashi Chiguida. Monique Cristal Christian. With distinction, Shimolo Katlejo Boiquano Chinolo Dichejo. Macarius Tushikonjeleni Enkono. With distinction, Mark Stephen Guff. Yolanda Shlungwane. Nancy Nasitaba Indala. Albertina Kashana Kawaile. Tabang Kekana. Bongumusa Kani. Musa Wenkosi Johan Kumalo. With distinction, Priyanka Maharaj. Lerato Stefina Machlase. Sitkolesile Abednego Machlasela. With distinction, Tariwanashe Kevin Mangwiro. Mapule Masimola. Kamuchirai Mashonga. Sergio Joao Masinga. With distinction, Litabo Cassius Mudikwa. With distinction, Susan Kedibone Muketsi. Inganati Molua. With distinction, Subi William Mugerwa Sikawabe. With distinction, Shilitsi Nematandani. With distinction, Kenneth Nanguda. With distinction, Takalani Charlotte Nechiozvi. Apindiwe Ngeba. Yandisa Vuiswa Noguduka. Novuisa Tanjana. With distinction, Vishal Vinesh Paima. Tandukazi Leonora Pangabantu. Abulele Pepani. Letsile Mercy Petre. Siobhan Pillay. Tokozo Sizwe Hadebe. Mukundi Ramaite. Matlu se Laelo Ramasubedi. Boitumelo Leke Tuwane Siboko. With distinction, Tato McDonald Siritili. Anele Zwelibanzi Sitrao. Yolisa Singapi. With distinction, Sibulele Singuelo. Marius Stimmet. Tiamo Jeannie Souza. Teresa Ndapushka Renato. Ndalo Nompumelelo Twala.
So, when I spoke to you a little bit earlier today before the ceremony, you were all graduands. Now you are graduates. You are graduates of the University of Cape Town. So, today is a day of celebration. Family and friends, show the new graduates how you feel about their achievement. Right, graduates. Graduates, that wonderful sense of achievement that you feel is built on the love and support that you receive from your family and friends. Please stand up, find a member of your family or friends in the audience and wave your scrolls at them. Stand up and wave your scrolls at them. Now, please stay standing. Direct your attention to the stage. Sitting on the stage are your teachers, professors, and supervisors that have given so much to ensure that you're here today. Wonderful, thank you. So you can sit down now. That's all. So as graduates of UCT, you now join a global community of alumni who are making an impact in business, in finance, in public service, and in so many other fields. The knowledge and values that you gain here will guide you as you build careers and, importantly, as you contribute to society. So graduation represents both an ending as well as a beginning. It closes one chapter of your learning, but opens the next stage of growth, of discovery, and of your contribution. We celebrate what you have accomplished, and we look forward to the difference that you will make in the world. I now invite to the podium the presiding officer, our Vice Chancellor.
I didn't realize how rowdy you are. Even the parents are rowdy too. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I also wish to take this moment to celebrate with you, to join you in celebration. It is a momentous occasion. It is one of those moments that comes once in a few times in a lifetime. And I know that a lot has gone into the work and the effort and the preparation that has led to this moment. Not so long ago, you as parents and guardians, you were bringing them to UCT as first years. And now they come out as graduates, ready to venture into the world, ready to venture into the next thing that they're going to do in life. Whilst there's a lot to look forward to, for all of us, it's worth taking a moment to pause, take a couple of hours, and celebrate. We have to celebrate because we know, they know, you know, that along the way, this journey has been filled with sleepless nights, hard work, tears, tantrums, now and then moments of laughter and celebration. But sometimes, for many of them, those are few and far in between. So they tell us. But at this very moment, we put all of that behind us. We all join hands in celebration. The University of Cape Town is not a top institution by mistake. The teachers that you see in front of you here put a lot of thought and hard work in designing and delivering the programs that our graduates receive at this institution. The one thing that we all agree on is academic excellence. Even if we may disagree on a few other things, they often disagree with me on the budget that I allocate to them. But we all agree on the highest standards that we have to meet and achieve at this institution. I tell them when they arrive that it's one thing getting into UCT. It's another thing getting through UCT. They know what I mean. So because of all of that, we have to take a moment and pause and honor them, celebrate them for their resilience, for their hard work, for their accomplishment. We also have to do this because coming out of the Faculty of Commerce, they're going to play a major role in influencing our world, our economy, the ability of our country to create jobs, especially for the many youth that's unemployed out there. They are going to play a role there. We know that in a world that is so polarized, in a world that's so full of conflict, navigating this world becomes even harder for them. It's harder for all of us, even those of us with lots of experience. But we are asking a lot of them in having to navigate this very complex, divided world full of conflict. So we have to celebrate them, we have to support them, we have to encourage them, we have to inspire them. Your support for them should not end here, it should continue. For us as the University of Cape Town, we also want the graduates to know that their relationship with the university does not end. Because even as graduates, they remain the alumni of this university for life. We are going to be following their stories in the way that they influence the world. We'll be telling their stories as they continue to make waves in the world. We'll be sharing those stories. So graduates, as you write your next chapter, as you write the stories of your life, share with us, tell us. You know there are many others behind you who, like you, wish to be inspired, and your stories will be inspiring them. We ask you to maintain the values that we have taught you, that we encourage, that you uphold, values of Ubuntu, values of kindness, of compassion, of respect, of humility. Even as you continue to shine and excel in the world. The world can use a little bit more kindness. We ask you, as you continue to be ambassadors of the University of Cape Town, to remember that we pride ourselves in excellence. Do not compromise yourself in any way. Do not engage in any unethical practices. We have too much of that already. We entrust you as the future leaders of our country, as the generation that 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now will be taking the reins to run this country. Key institutions in this country, especially the ones that are going to continue to develop our economy. In finance, in business, in computer science, we ask you that you carry with you the hope that you all represent for all of us, the hope that we also carry as UCT for our nation and our continent. So, congratulations. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I know that it's only a few moments, it's a few minutes that you walk the stage, but I also know how much it means to you. That it represents many years of hard work, and it represents the hopes of your future. I wish you well in the journey that you are going to travel going forward. And I ask you once again that you stay connected with the University of Cape Town. You can count on us to continue to support you, even as you venture into the world. I want to take a moment to appreciate the parents and the guardians, the families, the siblings, the partners, everyone. I want to thank all of you for supporting our graduates. We know that for them to succeed in the university, it takes a lot of support from all of you. A lot of it in the background, a lot of it we don't even see, a lot of it hidden from us. But we know that their success could not have happened without the firm role that you play in supporting them. So this too is your achievement. It's a milestone that you yourselves should pat yourself on the back and enjoy and celebrate. Because right here, this moment, you have also accomplished a lot. So congratulations to all of you as well. I wish to take a moment to thank the teachers, the lecturers, the professors, the support staff, the professional staff, the administrative staff, the student development officers, all the people that play a role in ensuring the success of our students. They work hard, they sacrifice a lot, they give a lot of themselves. Many of them are not here, many of them you are not going to see. Let's give them too a round of applause. So for now, It's a beautiful Saturday. The sun is out. The weather is great. Go and celebrate. I ask for a favor. Do that thing with the scrolls, with the blue scrolls. Do that thing. That thing. Thank you very much.
Vice-Chancellor, thank you for your inspiring words. So, we are coming to the end of our ceremony, and I really want to thank all of you for making today a true celebration that is everything that is UCT. All 400 of you today made today a very special event. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to stand, and you're asked to remain standing while the congregation leaves the stage and processes out the hall. We're going to ask the graduates to please follow us out the hall, and we're going to keep walking all the way down the stairs as far as you can possibly go. It allows everybody else to be able to get out behind you. It also gives you the opportunity to, while you're at the bottom, to find the merchandise store. Because you want to remember this very special moment by buying some special UCT merch. A not so subtle plug. Right. The Vice-Chancellor will now dissolve the congregation. Please stand.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.